Good morning, secured entrepreneurs. It's about 2:45 a.m. on this Monday morning. It is a holiday weekend. I've heard from so many of you who were excited that you were going to be able to enjoy a 3-day weekend doing some things that you love to do with people that you love to be with. And then many of you are like Miss Aurorah. I'm just so grateful for the solitude, okay, and the opportunity to catch up, to get some organization done in here. It's been a lot. I want to thank everyone who emails. Please continue to do so at info@aurorahdayconsulting.com. Everyone who comments below below the video in the comment section, and you are asking for things, you're requesting things. I just did a video answering some questions, okay? I will get both of these videos up today because I have a little bit more time, but I too am grateful for the opportunity to catch up today because many of the things that I would be doing on this Monday with companies, businesses, they are not open today. So Ms. Aurorah gets the opportunity to come and enjoy doing what Ms. Aurorah does most, and that is talking to all of you. So I'm going to ask you to like this video, share this video with people that you love, who you know love this kind of content, and subscribe to the channel so that we can get even juicier. And for all of the secured entrepreneurs, if you are new here and you are an entrepreneur and you like, spiritual talks and money magic and things like that, welcome. Because that's what we're about over here: elevation, mind, body, and spirit. And we respect everyone's spiritual walk in life, everyone's beliefs, their faith systems. We are interested and very curious to hear about it because we're learning. Every day that we're here, we get to learn, right? And right now, we are in the secret language of money. I believe this is going to be part 3 because we ended with money is love. And so I've been asking all of the entrepreneurs to let us know which of the meanings is resonating with you as we are going through this series, okay? So now we're going to catch up with the secret language of money at money is happiness. Okay, so let's get into what Dr. Kruger, MD, Mr. Kruger, MD, is telling us about happiness as it relates to money. All right, money means happiness. The idea that more money will bring more happiness is one of the most pervasive and persistent money themes in modern culture. Is there any truth to it? Research suggests that money, like Prozac, doesn't make you happy. Both, however, can prevent certain forms of unhappiness. Money, for example, allows us to afford better medical care, safety, neighborhoods, gadgets, and at times a better mood. Dr. Daniel Gilbert, a Harvard psychologist, has demonstrated that both greater wealth and actual purchases have little permanent impact on happiness. His research shows those events we expect to make us happy often prove less exciting than we anticipated. The increased happiness and pleasure that we predict might come from a raise in salary, for example, or a new gadget, typically falls short of our expectations. And even in those cases where financial gain does bring about a better mood, the good news doesn't last long. University of Illinois psychologist Dr. David Myers found that after an initial excitement with a burst of good fortune, such as inheritance, lottery, or job advance, people revert to their initial set point of happiness or gloom. In another study, Yale political scientist Robert Lane found that income actually did have a measurable effect on happiness, albeit a relatively weak one. However, this positive correlation was significantly and not surprisingly more noticeable among the poor. Evidently, Money can buy happiness within a certain limited context. That is, a certain amount of money can provide enough essentials of living so that we are no longer preoccupied with our survival. Beyond that, the notion that increased wealth will correlate with increased happiness appears to be an equation more imaginary than real. Ooh, secured entrepreneurs, what say you on that? Do you feel, believe, know that money actually does bring you happiness? That although it may be temporary, you're still feeling happy because you have the ability to now meet your obligations. You have the ability to now not stress and kill your physical body and your emotions and your spirit because you don't know how you're going to live, where you're going to live, what level of living you're going to be able to afford for yourself, how you're going to provide for yourself, your children, your ailing parents, your grandparents, you know what I'm saying? People that you care most about, like the happiness and I'm gonna go out on the ledge and say even joy of having the ability of knowing, having the luxury, I'm going to say, having the luxury of knowing that concern or even worry, because most people are going to do that, but having to be concerned about those things in your daily life, having relief from those things, having the relief from having to be concerned or worried about those things are going to bring a very high level of happiness and joy, especially for people who have previously had issues in the area of money and the ability and even the authority to make decisions for yourself. Because we all know that when you do not have finances, life, the world, other people are doing things to you and they're making decisions for you because you cannot make them for yourself. Now let's keep it all the way real because we're all adults on this channel, okay? And how many of you has this personally happened to? Okay, I can name a plethora of realities that people are currently living in simply because they don't have the financial means to provide for themselves. So they are under the gun, they are under other people, other agencies, organizations, systems, syndicates, okay, because they come out of poverty, they come out of environments of lack. And this has been the cycle that their lives have been in forever. So yes, the moment that they can seize the opportunity to be in a realized situation of, oh wow, I now have authority. I now have autonomy over myself and the things that I want to do, the things that I need to do, the things that I desire in my life, the things that I want to now provide for myself and my family. Oh, you're going to be extremely happy. There is happiness in that. Okay, there's even a whole lot of joy in that. But yes, as we've read previously, for individuals, and please go back to part 1 and part 2, okay, for individuals who don't have a handle on themselves, they cannot govern themselves, and they do not understand how to set and create boundaries. They already had unhealthy thought processes and behaviors. It could turn into a self-imposed weapon. Okay, so I want your thoughts. I want your thoughts on what you think about money being happiness as it relates to even yourself, other people that you know. Okay, let Miss Aurorah know. All right, let's get into the next meaning that Dr. Kruger mentions here. Money means power. The equation of money and power starts in childhood. Infants have a remarkable level of control over their environment. Their cries swiftly bring food, clean diapers, comfort, and cuddling. Healthy, beloved infants are the rulers of the world. As we grow, however, our power fades. While still relatively helpless, we soon find we no longer wield the unlimited power we once did. We instead come to believe in the omnipotence of grown-ups, especially our parents, and try to reestablish our own power by identifying with the adults around us. The common fantasy of immense wealth and thus of unlimited power is the result of that childhood desire to restore the effectiveness and mastery into which we were born. Almost everyone equates wealth with power, and to at least some degree aims for both. As a yardstick of achievement, money indicates the degree to which we've attained power and respect. Our money thus becomes a yardstick for our power, status, and clout in society, perhaps even our value to society. Yet, this is also a double-edged sword. When money comes to mean power, it can also become an autonomous power that wields itself over us, like the sorcerer's apprentice's enchanted broom. Recall the woman we mentioned in chapter 1, who used to retreat to her study to contemplate how much power she had created for herself through her acquisition of money. Now, the only thing I can enjoy is getting away on vacations. But even then, I can't relax. Chasing money has taken over. I make all this money, so I won't ever again feel helpless or controlled by someone else. But then I avoid the money, so it doesn't have control over me. I neglect it. I don't even know how much money I have. Oh, we all know. We all know in this world that money means power. I do not know a single individual who can say that they haven't felt the effects directly or indirectly of money being power. If ever you are in a situation where you need money to resolve the situation, you automatically realize your powerlessness. You automatically realize your powerlessness. Okay? You automatically realize how powerless you are in the situation because you don't have the money to resolve the problem. You need money to pay your bills. You need money to pay your rent. You need money to keep a car on the road. Okay? You need money to get to that jacked up job that you've been on that's just helping you get through some stuff. Nothing extra now, okay? You need money to put clothes on your back to go to that raggedy behind job that's not helping you do too much of anything, okay? You need money to keep yourself looking like you have cleaned yourself and showered, okay? You need, and when you don't have it, you immediately realize your powerlessness, okay? You recognize right away you're powerless in a situation because you can't control it. And the only way that you can control it and be at peace, comfort, and have the ability to move forward with yourself is when you have money. You need money to stay on the internet. You got to pay a phone bill. You got to pay the internet bill. You got to pay for the phone. You got to pay for your computer device. To dismiss money being power is foolish. As far as I'm concerned. Comment below. Let Miss Aurorah know how you feel about this. Because the other thing that we know is going on, and I just watched a video on TikTok, which I've been getting a whole lot of TikTok love. I'm actually liking TikTok. But and follow me there. I am Aurorah Dey is my handle. I am Aurorah Dey, the Trust Goddess. And this young lady was on there saying that She wishes that people would stop this whole, I have to put on a facade like I am rich to get signed to agencies. She's saying that in Los Angeles, people who want to break into the acting industry and they want to get agents, the agent is telling them that they have to have a large social media following. Look at the bondage. Now, there has always been bondage in that industry. We know, and I hope I'm not saying anything foul because we all know that, this is the true thing. There's always been a form of bondage in that industry. Some way, okay? Something, right, is going to put you in bondage to get a thing. and that's in many arenas of our realities, right? So she's saying that agents and agencies are telling want to be actors, actresses, okay, that they need to have a very large social media following in order to be signed, and they encourage them to sign up to rent clothing. They have, and we all know this, they have homes that are being rented to people by the hour to pretend like they live there, shoot commercials there, do videos there like they live there, rent automobiles, luxury automobiles for a few hours a day, not even a whole day, but a few hours a day to shoot a video. Okay. She said they also are renting designer clothes. And I know we have Rent the Runway, but I've never seen anything on Rent the Runway that was remotely appealing to me. And I'm not into the whole, let me rent some clothes that somebody wore last week. Y'all dry cleaned it and sent it to me. and then I'm gonna wear it, and then I'm gonna send it back to you, and you're gonna dry clean it. Like, I'm not interested in that energy, right? But she's saying in her video that people are being encouraged to do this, spend money that they don't have, that they are not making from social media, to look as loved, admired, wanted, and as popular as possible before these agents or agencies would even consider shopping them, helping them to get roles, because now we want people who bring an audience. Now, see, that's another part of power that's not in this book, but I can name outlets. I'm just going to say like a QVC or HSN. If you notice, now most of the people who are up there because they have an audience. They have a large following. And so when you come to their network to sell your wares, they're interested in your network, because your network helps their network make money. So if you already come in with a network of followers who buy into you, who will buy anything that you create, make, put out there, sell, whatever, that's money for them. You're in a powerful position when you can make that happen. So see, what the young lady was saying in the video is, we want empowered people, because we make money off of the power that you've generated. Hear what I'm saying? Which is why I can't understand why people don't understand their own value, why people are not even trying to tap into their own value, okay? Because whenever you generate a power to that degree, that level, and then now you want to come over to somebody's network who did not do that for you and give them your power, I don't know what to say. Because what they're giving you in exchange is a platform that actually has years of notoriety, years of and generations of people who understand what goes on there, what they do, what they have to offer. Okay, so you may consider that an equal exchange. You may consider that an equal exchange. But the truth is, if you're coming with that much power, how is it that you're utilizing it for yourself and creating a platform that's just as internationally powerful as the one that you're trying to get up on and jumping through the hoops to do so? Think about that. So whomever doesn't think that money creates power, I don't have a response for that, because we all know that we're going to, if you're that person, you're going to be more interested in one of the universal laws. Okay, and I'm interested in this universal law, and I follow it. Okay, you will not give your currency to people who do not have any currency. You will not give your currency to people who do not have any currency. And we know that a lot of scriptures say, you cannot pour new wine into old wine skins. This is saying the same thing. You cannot pour new wine into old wine skins. You cannot give your currency to people who do not have currency. You cannot give your power to people who do not have any power. Okay, there's no equal exchange there, right? So I already know that if I'm trying to get down to that level to where I've come up from and I've surpassed that, I'm not going back there anymore. So I'm not giving you any of my currency because I already see your habits. I already see that you're a person who is not going to put in the work to create any currency for yourself. And now you want me to come down here and give you all my stuff. There's a whole lot of people who do not believe in that. They don't believe in that simply because they know that's coming right back at you. So they will find other ways to give currency. They will give currency to organizations who they see are doing the work. So if I'm giving my money to organizations and I'm investing in companies, it's no different than a shareholder. If I'm aiming to make money, I'm going to now invest in a company that I know is making money and is going to help me make money, because my money is going to be making money when I invest in their company. I'm going to get some dividends. I'm going to get some of that interest they're making over there. Yeah. Okay. So when we're talking about money being power, what say you? What say you on this Labor Day? Because the power of a corporation to get people to go to a job and collect that check that you're waiting for. Okay? That's power. That's power. They got the power enough to be all right with having you come to a toxic work environment, put pressure on you, dangle the position in front of your face, knowing that you got a family, you got a home, you got children, you got animals, you got obligations in life, but we'll fire you in the drop of a dime. The moment that we feel like you're no longer needed, you're no longer valuable to us, go on somewhere with yourself, whatever. That's power. Ms. Aurorah is going to do part 4 to get into the other meanings of money to people. Until then, if you are not following Ms. Aurorah on the main channel where we get into business topics and all that good juicy stuff, please do so. That's Aurorah Dey here on YouTube, okay? And you all know you can find me, Ms. Aurorah Dey, at AurorahDayConsulting.com. And until next time, ta-ta.